had to read a little disclaimer there about having moderators. They're saying that now I qualify for having moderators and whatnot. So yes, that is what they have just informed me just as I was going live. So for those that are watching right now, obviously this is a live stream that is going to be on my members only tab. Okay, this is going to be free right now as it is live, just so anybody that can catch this exclusive is going to, yes, see it in the members only category. So we're going to talk about some real interesting topics, especially things all related to UFC 308. Obviously, Khamzat at the top of the bill. Great job. And by the way, not to underestimate and diminish anything that Ilya Tapora has done. These were all wonderful things and was a very great event. How about Ilya Tapora saying that that Conor McGregor is an animal or is sick in the head? I mean, how crazy is that? Is he right to a certain extent? Well, of all the things that Conor McGregor is showing, you can't help but relate that low-hanging fruit, which is that he's on drugs, he's going crazy, he's beside himself, all of these things. So, by the way, welcome to the members-only stream. So if you're watching right now, don't forget that this is going straight to the members-only stream at the end of it. So back into Ilya Tapora and Khamzat now, because they are the main topic of this whole entire issue. So Ilya Tapora said that Conor McGregor is sick in the head. And I got to be honest with you, I agree with him. And by the way, welcome to the member stream, because here in the member stream, I'm really going to give you my opinion on a lot of things. Yes, I really think that Conor McGregor is sick in the head. And not only that, I think that he has a bunch of yes men around him. And the reason why he has a lot of yes men around him is predicated on the fact that he's rich. Nobody can tell him to do anything. Just like King Von and Little Dirk. This is the reason why they are involved in the situation that they're at. And by the way, guys, don't forget to check out my members only content where I talk about whether Little Dirk is Muslim or not. Leo Jones says, okay. Shout outs to Leo Jones. Hope you guys are having a good day. Welcome to the members only stream, guys. And I'm going to get right to it. Conor McGregor, unfortunately, is in a situation of his life right now where nobody can tell him no, because he has all the money in the world. And being that we live in a world right now that is in scarcity when it comes to resources and income and money, J-Man Plays says hi. Hi, how you doing, J-Man Plays? Shout outs to you and shout outs to everybody around the world. Vazub says rep. All right, hey, don't spam, okay? You can say it one time, but don't spam. Hi, rep. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Kelly McKinley says, Issa loves you. Where are you from? I am from Sacramento. Yup. So, you have to understand, guys, it's very difficult to have anybody tell you what to do when it comes to Conor McGregor. And he has a lot of yes men around him, and it's not good for his growth. So you have to think, is it going to help Conor McGregor in his future career? No. Is it going to help better his personality? No. Leo says, I like you. All right, awesome, my man. I like you too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And also, Vazov says, I am from Russia. Shout outs to Russia. That's cool. I got some followers from Russia now. So thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shout outs, and everybody in the world, let me know where you are at, because we are going to have a very interesting conversation right now regarding UFC 308, but in particular and in focus, the beef between Ilya Tapora and Conor McGregor. Like and subscribe, Leo Jones says. That's what's up. And by the way, Leo Jones, I am from Sacramento, California. J-Man Plays says, I sub. Shout outs to you, J-Man Plays. That's what's up. So I was very surprised with the way that Khamzat had finished Robert Whittaker. You have to understand that Robert Whittaker is a world level fighter and a world champion level fighter. As a result of that world champion level prowess, it wasn't really that plausible for Khamzat to have finished him off like that. Now, did we underestimate Khamzat? The answer is yes. Why did we underestimate Khamzat? For the simple fact that we saw him have trouble during COVID. And not only that, we saw him have trouble during Gilbert Burns. Now, why did he have trouble with Gilbert Burns? The reason is because he was fasting during Ramadan when that fight was happening. And I remember it because I was fasting while I was watching that fight. So while I was fasting and watching that fight, it made me realize that there's something different in the way that he's going to perform in this fight. Really different. And the difference with that performance is predicated on the fact that he didn't eat, he didn't drink all day long up until he had to break his fast sundown at the time that he had entered the arena. So I want you guys to put that in proper perspective. Okay? That is the biggest lesson that you a little bit of a disconnection there. All right, so we're all right, guys. So shout outs to all the 14 viewers from around the world. Shout outs to Russia. Sorry about that election issues, but okay. So as I was saying, the Ilya Tapora, Conor McGregor beef. Okay, there's a lot of problems with that. Okay, one of the problems with this beef is obviously due to the fact that there is no competitive architecture in any kind of degree that would justify the how do I say this, the reasonable matchup and the ethical matchmaking that would come with it. For example, why should Conor McGregor fight Ilya Tapora? Obviously, it wouldn't be for the world title, right? Now, why would it be for the world title? Well, why would it not be? Because obviously he's not a 145er anymore, and there's a reason why Conor McGregor did not move up, or why he moved up rather than staying down. So he's not going to fight for the title. Now, could there be a super fight at that? The answer is yes. If you are a super fight, if you are a world champion, you can qualify to do super fights. Conor McGregor did the same thing. Where did he do it and who did he do it with? It was against Nate Diaz. He was the 145 champion going up to fight Nate Diaz, and it was done at 170 when Nate Diaz wasn't even a 170 fighter, if you really want to put that in perspective. So as a result, what we got here is a situation where you can make this fight happen, but it's going to be under the circumstances of a non-title and Conor McGregor being the A side. That's the circumstances that has to be understood with this particular matter at hand. Okay, shout out to the 20 people that are tapped in to this live stream right now. I'm now getting into the recognition of the algorithm. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So thank you for all of those that are tapping in. By the way, do not forget that this live stream that I'm doing right here will be going on to my members only portion, because what we're going to talk about here are some very controversial matters at hand. Okay, the controversial matters that we're going to talk about deal with the personalities of these fighters, and not only that, the criticism that I would not normally give on, let's say, a video that I'm doing for a prediction or a storyline or a business angle that I'm trying to speak of in the world of mixed martial arts, boxing, and elsewhere. So that is what I'm going to offer for this particular content. So let's get right back into it. Is Ilia Topuria correct for calling Conor McGregor sick in the head? Well, there's been a lot of reports and paperwork out there that have suggested Conor McGregor is damn near a psychopath. And you can't take that away from Conor McGregor as a reality. It's not, this is not any news, right? Conor McGregor is part of the Irish mob. And here's the thing, it's very similar to Tupac because he bought his way into the organization. And what do I mean by that? What do I mean by Conor McGregor buying his way into the organization? Well, Conor McGregor was never about the gangster life, was he? He was never an Irish mob. He was never, let's say, a hitman for them, nor did he ever do any work for them while he was competing and training as an amateur all the way to the pros and all the way to Cage Warriors and then all the way to the UFC. He had no affiliations with them whatsoever. Did he know him? Did he know them? Yeah, of course. He would know people like that. But the problem is that he was not official like that. But when he got into money and superstardom prowess, he used that to control the underworld. And again, it's very similar to Tupac back in the days when he was already a rap star and then all of a sudden becoming a mob Pyru blood. This is the reality of Tupac, and this is the reality of Conor McGregor. So he's very much well affiliated. And as such, he used it to his clear advantage of being able to manipulate people, let's say humiliate other people, as in the stories that you've heard from Irish news media. And not only that, also the Garda, which is the Irish police force. That is, I believe, their national police or their local or regional police that is located within Dublin. But for those of you that are within that region, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, let's see. What are the live chats here saying? Okay. So, shout out to everyone from around the world that subbed and came and supported and are watching this. And remember, this is members only stream. So once this is finished, this is going up into the members section only. So let's go back to Khamzat, okay? Because this is already the conversation that we talked about with Conor McGregor and the implications that Ilia Topuria is citing and referencing towards Conor McGregor being sick in the head. We're going to get to that in a second because there's some interesting aspects to that. But first, let's get to Khamzat. What is next for him? Well, I think the clear aspect that you need to get to is a title shot, a well-deserved title shot. Okay? He deserves a title shot. Khamzat Chimaev deserves to fight Dricus du Plessis right now. Can he fight Dricus du Plessis? The answer right now is no, because from what it seems, Sean Strickland had already called dibs. And what exactly does that mean? Calling dibs. Meaning that their fight was so close that the way Dricus du Plessis took out Izzy, it was like, you know what? This was the clear number one contender. Think about this. Izzy went 5 rounds with Sean, right? And Sean couldn't finish him because, like what everybody says, they say that Sean has pitter-patter hands. And by the way, I have a theory for that. And since this is a members-only stream, and I'm going to give you some exclusive wild opinions, I'm going to tell you exactly why Sean Strickland has pillow hands. And here it is. The dude has pillow hands because he builds up the fight in a very angrily type of manner. And I got to be honest with you, being angry going into a fight doesn't work. It doesn't work. And this is one of the exclusive lifetime life lessons that we can give you right now in the member stream right here. Anger does not help you in a fight. You ever seen those dudes that talk about, oh, dude, when I see red, I'm going to come after you, or this and that, right? You ever seen guys like that? Oh, if I see red, it's on, man. It doesn't work. Your anger is not going to dictate or determine the outcome of the fight, especially with high variations, different environmental angles and aspects to consider. So it is ever ridiculous. Let me give you guys a little bit of an exclusive view. Oops. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So, what was I saying? Uh, it's really important to understand that when it comes to Khamzat, right? It was a very close fight. Um, Not a very close fight. No, I wasn't talking about Khamzat. Sorry. What I was talking about was Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland and why they deserve to fight each other. Okay, so they were very close in their decision first and foremost, but the way that Dricus took away. Oh, okay. Why is it that Sean Strickland has pillow hands? I'm sorry. That's what I was talking about. Why is it that Sean Strickland had pillow hands? Okay, and again, sorry, a little mistake there, but that's what you get on the members only stream. Okay, is well, you know what, mistakes, but never mind. So why does he have pillow hands? Look, you can't build up all this anger and animosity and think that it helps. It doesn't help. What helps is stoicism. That is the important thing that I wanted to mention here. Stoicism is what wins fights. It is not about your anger. It is not about your feelings. It is not about your yeah, it's not about any of those things. It's not about your emotions. It's not about what you wish the world to be. It is about understanding the different variations that comes with the results of combat. So in other words, are you more skilled than the other guy? And if you can check the box, then great. You have a lot to be confident about. Are you a lot more stronger than the other guy in terms of, let's say, being able to lift and being able to have strength leverage in clinch positions? Okay, good. Now you have one more to check on the box. Next, are you faster than the other guy? In other words, can you get to him a lot quicker than he can get to you? And the answer is yes. Okay, good. So as a result, now you have even more to feel confident about. That right there is what wins fights. That right there is what wins wars and combat. That is what wins it. It is not about your anger. It's not about, oh my God, guys, I see red. I see red, so therefore my anger is going to take me places. You know those dudes, right? The I see red guys. That's not what it's about, my man. It's about being methodical. It's about understanding your craft. It's about understanding the variations that come with the challenges that are in front of you. That's what it's about. So when Sean Strickland builds up all of this angst and animosity before a fight, it doesn't translate in the fight because he's already put all of his energy into the anger and the emotions of his opponent. and the fight. And that is the reason why he has pillow hands in comparison to other fighters. And by the way, welcome to the members stream only. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also check out my members only content. One of the members only content that I have is a video about Little Dirk. And I asked the question, is Little Dirk a Muslim? And my answer to that, you have to find out on the members only video stream as we are talking about UFC 308 and the recap of that and where this fight goes in terms of where these fighters are going to go in their career next, right? So we talked about Khamzat. He deserves a title shot. And the only thing that's getting in his way right now is Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis. I say the conclusion, let Khamzat sit out and let these two guys fight because he is already the clear #1 contender. Okay? So as a result of being the clear #1 contender, let him sit out and chill. And that's that. Then let Sean and Dricus fight it out. Because obviously, I think behind the scenes, many of the UFC staff have been talking about already matching up Sean and Dricus. So they were already set to fight each other a whole long time ago before any of this was even talked about. Khamzat is next. Mindful Memes says. Shoutouts to Mindful Memes. Oh, yo, Kyrie, what's up? Predict Islam versus Ilya will happen. Two Gun Tom says. What's up, No Chill MMA? Welcome to the members only stream. Right now, it is on obviously the free live stream version on the channel. But once this is done, this will go on to the members only section where we talk about very controversial things and things in the MMA business that nobody will dare talk about. And one of those things is, what did my man here say? I predict Islam and Ilya will happen. I believe that holds well because right now Islam is running out of opponents. I think it will happen right after the Arman Sarukian fight. So right now, Ilya Tapora, what is next for him in the 145 division? No one really knows. It seems that he's already cleaned everybody out because once you take out Max and once you take out Volt, then everybody else really doesn't matter. And he's already taken out Emmett, Josh Emmett, along the way. By the way, check out the bridge right here, the Sacramento bridge. All right, there it is, guys. Exclusive stuff that you get on the members only stream that I'm giving you. And thank you for all that are tapping in and giving me the traction right now in this live stream. And hopefully that I can build more traction like this. Obviously, the next live stream that I'm going to do, it's not going to be members only. It's just going to be just a conventional live stream, but this is an exclusive right here. And I urge you guys to watch this from beginning to end because any content that I do from beginning to end, I'm going to give you absolute meaning towards it. Okay? And I'm going to take all of your comments into consideration. And guess what? We're going to build stories and try to hypothesize together with your questions and your comments and try to make this the most epic mixed martial arts stream and MMA content in the history of mankind, inshallah. So, is Khamzat next? That is what I said earlier. That's why I said rewind from start to finish to sort of get a great understanding of all the content and all of the subject matters at hand that I'm trying to tie in together. So, yes, I believe Khamzat is next. Just to kind of repeat it again, I believe what he should do is sit out, let Sean and Dricus fight it out. Now, going back to Ilya Tapora versus Conor McGregor, okay? Is he right calling out Conor McGregor in his behavior? Yes. Will Ilya Tapora fight Islam next? Yes, because he's already cleaned out the division, and like I said, after the Arman Sarukian fight, it's right there. There's a storyline, Georgian versus Dagestani. This is something that everybody wants to talk about. And by the way, I'm going to finish off the last couple of minutes talking about something very controversial before I leave off this stream and put it right onto the members only section of the live stream, okay? So here it goes. This is what I'm going to say. There is a big cultural difference between the Dagestanis and the Georgians. The only difference is the religion. The culture is the same. They both love to fight, they both love to wrestle, they both love MMA, but one is a Christian and the other is a Muslim. Now, what is the difference? Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask a very, very controversial question. Which religion do you think is going to back off when it comes to strict and harsh training? And I think we know the answer to that. You want to know my anecdotal experience? Guess what? Never mind my anecdotal experience. Obviously, I've trained every year during Ramadan with no food. I will go on a whole entire day and train with no food, right? Khamzat, never mind me, Khamzat fought an MMA fight while fasting for Ramadan and did great against Gilbert Burns. This is a reason why all the criticism has came to Khamzat based on the fact that he didn't look too good against Gilbert Burns, but did not take that variation into consideration. They did not take the variation of Khamzat being, let's say, a person that was fasting during Ramadan and having to do it during fight day as a consideration for his lackluster performance. But you got to understand, there's a difference between faiths and religions when it comes to strict and extreme discipline, and I think we know which one is going to win that particular contest when it comes to that. Because let's be honest, I got love for my people of the book. Let's not get it twisted, okay? But understand this. Many of you guys cannot agree upon certain sermons, certain rituals, and certain agreements or particular scholarship, peer group studied analysis on a certain book. Okay, that's just the truth. There is, but when it comes to Islam, understand this: everybody around the world, at least 80% of Muslims can memorize the Quran from front to back, and there is a reason for that. You can attribute it to discipline. You can attribute it to the Arabic language being a lot easier to manage in memorization. That could be a factor. Or you can just toss it up to, once again, like I said, plain old discipline. Okay? I don't think that's politically incorrect to say. I just think that there are some communities that are a lot more disciplined than others. And it shows right now in the world of combat sports. Who's the number one boxer in the world right now outside of Usyk? Arthur Beterbiev. Who's the number one MMA fighter in the world right now? Well, that's a toss-up between John Jones, yes, but then there's Bilal Muhammad, and then there's Islam Makhachev waiting in the wings as well. Or not even waiting in the wings, they're right there. At least while we are recording or doing the live for this particular segment of the member stream only. And with that, by the way, thank you for all of those that have been tapped in. I'm going to leave this up for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to put it up on the members only portion of this particular content. Thank you for all of those that have tapped in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out all my latest content that I have out right now. The latest video that I got, Francis Ngannou's contract and Dana White lying about the negotiations. Go check that out. That is the latest video that I have right now. Check out the live stream that I did for UFC 308. Historical card. Not only was it a great reaction, it was also a lot of great pieces and jewels that me and Zane Musa Boxing dropped on that channel. Also, yeah, tap into my members only portion of this channel. Okay. Little Dirk, is he a Muslim or not? I have content speaking of that particular matter. But guys, right now, that is all that I have for this members only section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, join my members only section, and also check out all my videos and all my live streams and all my catalog. I will see you guys in the next content to come, inshallah. I hope you guys enjoyed your members only exclusive video. More to come on this, and I will see you guys in the future, inshallah.